So good evening. It's October 12th, 2018, and we're here at Memorial Field on a mid-October night with ideal weather for football weather. It's a little chilly. It's probably below 60 already, and we may hit the high 40s by the end of the game. Charlie Russell for Concord TV.
Peter Burgess.
And Concord High, who's about ready to make their grand entrance, will be playing Merrimack. Concord is 4-2. Merrimack is 5-1. So we expect a competitive game, and there they are, coming through. Get our camera stabilized here, folks. And we'll have the coin toss. Going to have a moment of silence for we'll take a break while they do the national anthem since we can't see the flag. And that's our national anthem. Senior soprano, all-state soprano. LeClaire is her last name. We're going to have the coin toss. Here we go. So if I was talking off camera to Peter, so if the playoffs were to start today, Concord would get second place in the North Division behind Bedford. And Merrimack and Nashua North would be the other two from the West Division. However, Goffstown and Concord has to play Merrimack tonight, Central away next week, and then Nashua North away. So Concord is in a five-way race for two spots. Obviously, Concord would benefit with a win tonight, and would probably have to win two of the remaining three, if not three of three. Goffstown is 3-3, but has 3 games left against teams that Concord has already beaten and have a combined 4 wins between them. So Concord's not had a tough quality win. Merrimack beat Central last week.
Concord won the toss.
Okay.
And I think I know why Adrian Kennedy didn't play the second half of the game last week. He has a cast on his right arm.
Yeah, all right. Well, that'll do it, huh?
So I think that will not benefit him well to be a wide receiver tonight.
Certainly,
maybe defensive back, but
certainly a premium player that's out. So here we are, and we're about ready. See if Concord's going to come back. So who's going to kick off, Peter? I missed that. We missed.
Yeah,
we saw the toss, and
I was looking at Adrian's arm, going, "Oh my God, we're out a really good wide receiver."
Yeah, well, that's it. It looks like.
I don't know unless he can catch the ball like Beckham with his left hand. I don't know.
We can't see too much of the flag down there, but it looks like it's blowing away from us. So the wind is coming from left to right as you look at the.
He
TV.
is on the field to take the ball. He has a pretty big cast on that right arm, all the way up to his elbow. I don't know.
Whereabouts is he?
Adrian Kennedy on the near side.
Oh.
There's a cast that goes from his whole hand is casted. I don't know how you catch a football that way.
Well, was that number 5? Is that who?
9.
Okay, on this side.
The near side, Charlie.
Near side, I know.
Near side.
Oh, there he is. All right. Well, he's got it pretty well.
Nathan Vandersea is back to return as well. I'd kick it at it. I mean, if I'm the other team, I'd kick it to the guy with the broken arm. Huh? You know.
Well, it's not a broken ankle, Peter. It's a broken.
Yeah, but how do you grip a football with a cast around your entire hand?
About ready to start here. 4 12-minute periods. 15-minute halftime, and take it away.
"12 minutes on the clock. And here we go. And a low kick. So picked up by Vandersea, running to the sidelines and pulled down at about the 23.
So not a high pooch, a low pooch, and Concord will start off at what, the 23, looks like? 23, 24.
So Zach Miles out on the field for the last time here, unless we have a home playoff game.
I would think that might be tough, if barring some collapses. So senior night, we didn't cover senior night. There were quite a few seniors, and the honored the managers.
And a handoff, and brought down after a gain of about 2. Is that Gimaranzi? Joseph Gimaranzi, number 28. Yep. So that means Isaac Gladdy not playing either, huh? Gimaranzi.
Concord down two top players with injuries.
And Miles keeps it. Rolling out, looking downfield. And out of the reach of Vandersea.
Kind of threw it away right at the edge of the sideline. Well covered. That'll bring up third and 8. So Concord is 4-2. Did my little statistics at home. They have scored 148 points this year in 6 games, and they have allowed 148 points. Merrimack has scored 175, and they've allowed 41. So certainly we got 3 wide this way.
Toss over to Vandersea, pushed out of bounds. I don't think it was even close to being enough.
So they're quick in on
4th down.
It's like 4th and 6.
Well, it's a blow. I mean, you don't have Gladdy, you don't have Kennedy. Those are
Concord's
2 of your big offensive weapons.
Looks like Concord's doing a traditional punt here.
I think Vandersea's the kicker, isn't he? No, that's Miles. Bouncing in favor of the Crimson Tide and settles at the 45-yard line.
So Concord gets, 4 yards offense on the first series. And it looks like Merrimack, we'll see if they got a hurry-up offense or a fake hurry-up offense. We'll see. They come out without the huddle, but looking over to the sideline.
So who's the quarterback here? What number is?
Trying to get the yard markers set up properly.
Why is everybody down on their knee? It's like they're saying a prayer before dinner or something.
Somebody hurt?
I don't know. Everybody's down. Even the sideline's on their knee. What's going on?
Having a moment of silence here?
I wonder if they're going to take a penalty for some reason. Are they missing a player?
Delay a game?
I don't know what is going on.
Is the clock running?
Well, they're gonna get a delay a game penalty. I don't know what happened. Oh, you know why? They did it for Leo Sude.
Okay.
They did it for Leo Sude. That's got to be the only thing I can think of.
Moment of silence.
Because Sude was his memorial service was today, wasn't it?
Yeah. Actually,
I bet that's what they did. I bet they gave him they took a knee and took the 5 for Leo Sude.
Did a tribute.
That's classy, yeah. And then they shook hands with everybody. That's.
Hit hard.
I've not ever seen that.
No. Well, you know, in soccer, one time you'll see it, and there'll be somebody will be injured, and then they'll kick the ball the other way to give it to the other team. So it's kind of reminiscent of that.
Running with room. And finally pushed out of bounds at the 31-yard line, number 18, James Dowling.
Didn't look like it had much going with it, but we must have some deceptive speed.
So the quarterback keeper. What was that? Was from the 40-yard line?
20 yards.
So a 10, 20, 22-yard run. He's a pretty big guy. He's pretty tall. We don't have stats on their height and weights, but between the two, I think he
slipped down. He slipped.
Yeah.
Looking past, but he was a little slow in getting it there. So they're going to work the no-huddle offense, and they look a little quicker than some of the other teams we've seen.
Rolling it. Following his blocker. Got another 10. Penalty flag behind the play. The first of 35. No.
Yeah, last
week. We had quite a few last week, so we'll see.
For some reason, we decided to count penalties last week.
Well,
at some point, it was 12-6 against Concord, and then I don't know what the final was. It was like 18-17. We had 35 penalties last week.
Well, I'll try to keep track.
So we made it. We made it just under 2 minutes.
Minute and 47 seconds. First penalty.
Well, I guess Concord had incomplete passes, so the clock.
Well, what? We had like 3 in a row where they were like motion penalties. So there's like in the first quarter they had at least 7 or 10.
We're at
unsportsmanlike. Oh, yanked down from, no, still
struggling.
Lost yardage on that play.
Oh,
back where they started.
Concord
depends
on
on where they spot
here,
the ball.
Got 10,
they're right back
20,
where they started, Charlie,
30,
at the 40-yard line. After the penalty.
30. Third and very long. 3rd and 30, I think.
3rd and 24. 32, sorry, it's just gone up. 32. Chucking it deep. Open. And no good.
Concord defender in there.
Incomplete.
Breaks it up, number 12.
Wow, what a turnaround. They get
Merrimack
20-yard run, 22-yard run, and then they go back 32 yards.
Merrimack holds and Concord's defense holds. Well, Concord benefits higher penalty. I mean, you're right. They got no yardage. That's where they started.
Yeah, because they took the penalty. They had the ball at the 45, took the 5-yard penalty.
Concord got a couple. Ooh, booming kick. For a catch.
Fair catch.
At the 35.
And that's Zach Miles with the fair catch. That sounds good. I was kind of thinking about some Chinese food after the game, though. I did that last week. I just barely made it, but
did you? All right.
They're open till 10:30 now, so.
Where's that, McKee Square? Or?
Yeah, Man Yi.
Yeah.
They make some good food
over
there.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, I like their food's good.
So 1st and 10 at what? The 29, 20, 24, right? Like the 24.
And the keeper, Miles. Miles Miles to the 50, to the 40, one man to beat, dropped at the 22-yard line.
So he goes from the 35 to the 22, 15, 40, 42 yards.
No, he's out at the 25, they said, so.
25. So both quarterbacks providing the offense here tonight. That was certainly longer than the Merrimack players' run.
It's like a 50-yard run almost.
Yeah, well, he went from the 35, 15, 25, 40, 45-yard run.
Like 49 yards. Or 51 yards. And that one snuffed out after a gain of about 1. That is 21. Ronan McGonigal with the carry.
So
I guess he
Concord
got
looking
2.
to get on the board first here.
Oh, over his head, and he'll just lay on it.
Well,
A loss of about 10 on that bad snap. Third and 17.
Concord has to get down to what, about the 15, I guess? Yeah.
Yep. Miles rolling, throwing, out of the reach of McGonigal.
He was pretty well covered. He had to kind of throw it low and outside, so we got a 4th here now. 4th down. Interesting, I was reading a piece in the paper about giving the ball up versus punting. And they were talking about that Belichick game a few years back where they went for it before giving the ball to Manning rather than give the ball to Manning. But I guess the current trend is to go for it on 4th down regardless of where you are on the field. See what Concord can do here.
To pass, stepping up in the pocket, and he's going nowhere. Wrapped up at the 35-yard line. So that big, 50-yard run by Miles for naught.
So Concord got that ball at the, the 35?
24. They
24.
started with the ball at their own 24.
26. So they got about. Oh, that's intentional grounding. That's
Yep.
there
Yeah,
it is.
there's
There's
the
a
penalty.
second
There's
penalty.
another one.
That one's a no-brainer, ref. He's in the grasp, and then he throws it.
That's a loss of down, too.
Yeah. So Concord had him wrapped up pretty good. Hands behind the head is, I guess, loss of down, right?
Second down.
Like second and 25. 27.
Second and 22
22
on the board. Ball on the 22. 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. Lots of twos across the bottom of that screen.
Second man
And
through.
a run.
Not going anywhere.
Well, still on his feet.
Tough to get him down.
Down at the 25, I believe, somewhere around that vicinity. There's a crowd of people around there. And that's where they'll place the ball. 3rd and 20. And looks like they're changing the play. It's a pass, wide open. And
didn't get the first down, but
well, Kennedy couldn't wrap him up, and that I think it was because he didn't have the use of that hand.
Yeah.
He had him around the ankles. He just couldn't.
Yeah.
Couldn't do it.
So what do we got? 4th and about 2 here. 4th and 2, and they're in a rush.
Gimaranzi was the one that finally took him down. Hand off. It's going to be close.
No,
he didn't get it. He didn't get it.
No,
he's a yard short. He's at least a yard short.
He didn't get across the stripe there.
Good job, Crimson Tide.
The people.
Wow.
Okay. Oh, they're going to have a measure.
Yeah, where they marked that ball though was like that was a bad spot, but.
Yeah, but I mean, look at.
Yeah, they're going to measure
ball
it.
Is just there. Well,
it's closer than.
It's a length of the ball or more.
I'm saying they didn't even get the ball that close, but that's a favorable spot for Merrimack, I believe. But I still think they didn't get it. Yeah, it's short.
A lot closer than we thought, Peter. Huh?
It is. Well, no, I knew it was going to be close, but I don't think I don't think his forward progress was that close to the spot. Is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
They got a favorable spot.
All right, so we're 6 minutes into this game, and each side has had the ball, twice? Clock doesn't seem to be moving very fast tonight. A lot of incomplete passes, huh?
So 45.
Concord starts out at the 45.
Concord in Merrimack, starting in Merrimack territory. Stepping up and throwing deep. Vandersea can't run through the defender.
Oh.
And there's the flag. I'm not sure he would have gotten there, but
well, we'll see what the ref calls.
He sold it. He sold it. He sold the interference, but I don't know. I think that he couldn't have got there, but yeah.
So that's not the spot of the foul, is it? No, that's.
I think it's.
Oh yes, it is.
I think it's a 15-yard penalty, but.
Now, so they're going to mark it off from where the thing was. So they get a first down. 5, 10, 15.
No, it's a 10-yard penalty. All right.
No, it's 15.
Was it 15?
Yeah.
Right. I thought it was 15. But
yeah, they started at the 45.
You're right. I had that written down. And Miles with the keeper. God, that kid's fast. Out of bounds after a short gain of about 3.
That's about 3.
And rolling out is Miles. He was in the grass.
In the neighborhood.
But he did throw it towards a receiver.
In the neighborhood, yeah. Well, they're certainly ready for his type of offense. They've scouted the films.
I got speed on the other side on that defense.
Yeah.
That number 12 there, what's his name?
Well, he outran him going the other way last time. But
Jared Dyer. 12 for Merrimack.
He's got some good size,
fast.
too.
Yeah, he's big, but he's fast.
Well, with a number 12, he must be. Well, they got him as a lineman here.
He's a running back too. Miles off the fingertips.
Out of band to say. No, number 1.
Yeah, that's Gage P.
Pierwazik.
Yeah.
Pierwazik.
I don't want to butcher the poor kid's name.
Well, I can do it and sound like it's okay, Peter. It's when you say it slow and then people know you didn't say it right. So my apologies to Mr. and Mrs. P for mispronouncing their son's name. What we got here? Fourth and 8 here.
Sometimes we have doctors at the hospital where I can't pronounce their name. Oh, did he intercept that? Was he inbounds? Interception,
well,
number
that was 4th
6.
down. That's as good as a punt, Peter.
Is that number 6 or 5?
Looks like 5.
6. From Merrimack, Zach Twardowski.
Well.
Twardowski.
Well, I mean,
interception.
Well, they were going for the first down. I hate to say it was almost as good as a punt.
Well, I wasn't sure his feet were in bounds, but the ref was right there. So.
Yeah. All right, so we'll see what Merrimack starts out at. What, the 18? It's like the 18, 17, 18.
17. Tipped.
Good.
Well, certainly a defensive game here so far.
Yeah, I expected, having scored 175 points in 6 games, certainly expected 25 or 30 points at least out of Merrimack.
And running back in the clear.
He's gone.
To the 40. And nobody's going to catch him. Number 5.
You go from the
Ben Eichmann.
From the 17,
and that's
so that's 83 yards.
83. Oh, they say 18 here, so officially an 82-yard touchdown run.
Now he broke free, and he had turned on the Jets.
Wow.
So Merrimack, despite not doing very well in the field possession battle, is first to
Ben Eichmann
crack the uprights here. Looks like number 12 is the kicker.
No sooner did I say this is a defensive game when huge offensive play from Merrimack.
Well, what was I saying? We expected 25 or 30 points from Merrimack, and we didn't expect it quite as quick. Looks like they're going for 2 here, huh? Timeout.
And delay a game. That's the 3rd penalty on Merrimack. God. Crimson Tide surprisingly penalty-free so far this game. But last week was horrible.
Guess they don't have a kicker, Peter, huh? We'll see.
Well, they obviously have somebody that kicks because they have kickoff on the.
Well, I meant extra points or something.
You know. And receptions made.
Quick
2-point conversion is good.
Quick look in.
Number. Turn around. Turn around. Turn around. Number 7.
So with 5:20
Devin
left,
Wood.
5:20 left in the first period. Peter, is that clock broken? I mean, this is what? That was the 5th possession?
No, yeah.
3 one way and 2 the other? Or
it was 3 apiece.
Six possession, and we've only had just over 6 minutes in the thing. I'll go down and talk to Steve Petozak, find out what's going on down there.
Well, there's been a lot of passes.
Yeah,
and a lot of stoppages.
Incomplete pass stops the clock. We got our.
Well, surprisingly, Charlie, if you want to go to the American League Championship Series, there's tickets available for both games. Fielded by the Crimson Tide at the 30. And not much further, about around the 35-yard line.
So how many arms and how many legs do you have to pay to get these tickets, Peter?
I don't know. I had the opportunity to buy him, and I
passed on him.
I say, yeah, I passed. Well, at that time too, I didn't know that if they were gonna win or not.
That's
so.
right. And then what I was told in the past was you buy tickets for the playoffs if you're a season ticket holder, and then if they don't advance in the playoffs, they decide, oh, we're just going to keep your money and apply it to next year's tickets.
Yeah.
So it's.
Well, I was kind of worried about that too. So. Oh, short gain.
We got a Concord player down.
I think that was McGonigal with the carry, and
57
57 for the Crimson Tide is Paul Buckles.
Yeah, we'll show you our band here, and
it looks like
I guess we're not going to get the.
That's not good.
One of the highlights of the year is the when Concord has a home game around Halloween weekend. So, and then the band dresses up, but we're not going to see them all dressed up this year because the games are away that weekend.
I'm surprised they didn't do it for this game. That is senior night, and
yeah. So we got a pretty quiet crowd. The player is down. I guess we'll take a break while they attend to him.
They still managed to win.
So we'll see. We'll see what happens. This is the last quiet night of sports. KXL's next door and broadcasting the game. We'll have the Red Sox.
Oh, another bad snap. And McGonigal taken down in the backfield. Loss. It's going to be a 4th down. You gotta kick it from here, Charlie. You're down 8 points. You gotta try to get some field position. Oh, it's 3rd down now. Sorry, I thought it was 4th down.
Well, they could get out across the 46.
Third and 11. Miles did a lot of running and almost intercepted. Number 5 again, that's Eichmann.
Well, we had a man open, but the defender reacted. So now it'll be 4th and 11, looks like?
Eichmann intercepted the ball the last time. So now it's 4th and 11, and they will have to punt here.
Got Van de Say out there, I hope?
No, that's Miles.
Number 4.
I don't expect a fake here with as many. Oh, and another bad snap. That's 3 of them. And now he's got no choice unless he does the running kick, which he does. Not a bad kick. And it will go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Zach Miles with a great play, because that could have been bad.
Yeah, well, I've told the story before, Peter. My senior year in high school, the snapper was a big sophomore, big bulk of a guy, good lineman, but not too good on snapping. And he snapped so many over the punter's head, they literally put somebody behind the punter. and it worked. It was very helpful. So we've had 3 potential problems there with snaps.
Oh, wow, that could have been bad. Just off the fingertips of number 8. I need to get my glasses here.
Oh, he was deep.
Garrett Murray.
They were going for the home run.
Well, if he'd have caught it, he would have been. There'd been nobody touching him. I think he would have just in stride. He just would have gone
behind the defense.
What did you say Merrimack's record is?
5-1.
Yeah, there's a reason.
They beat Central, I think 21-8 last week.
Oh, almost got Concord to jump. Now he's changing the play. Handoff. Concord snuffing that out.
Yeah, well, it looked like before he changed the play, it looked like Concord was set for a blitz on a pass. And then I guess he checked off and he went with a draw, which Concord sniffed out.
Well, couple of the Concord players jumped, but they got back, so. And the pitch. Vandersea and
It's like he's.
Kennedy on the tackle.
I don't know if he got the first down or not, but
I think he went out just about a yard shy. He went right out at the 45, I think.
Here we go again, another 4th down. Same spot, pretty much, right, Peter?
About the same spot they measured, but I think they were a
I
little
think
further
they had a
away.
little longer there, yeah.
They had about a 3-yard run the last time, and they were short. But this one's right up on the line, so got about a yard. Another run, and it's going to be close.
Did not get it.
No.
Concord's defensive stand again.
I think they actually lost yardage there.
Yeah, they lost a yard or two.
Yeah, they lost a
Concord
yard.
stops Merrimack twice on 4th and 1 here in this longest first quarter in history, folks. Still 2:55 left.
There's been 8 possessions, 4 for each so far. This is Concord's 5th possession.
Well, Concord has been known to go on top when they take the ball away on that and change the momentum. See what they do here. Well, Concord starts at the 44.
Good snap this time. Turning the corner and diving forward for about 7.
Good run.
And that's Gimeranzi.
Looks
And
like second
he's in the
and 2 here.
backfield again behind Miles. Hand off again to Gimeranzi, and this time they met him right at the line.
Yeah.
Third and 2.
Clock running with coming up on 1:45 left in the first quarter. Timeout. Timeout Concord the way they're out there. And we'll take a timeout. So we're here with
3rd and 3.
3rd and 3 for Concord at the
After the timeout.
36.
And Miles with the keeper, and no.
He gets the first down.
Did he?
Yeah, he
It's close.
Takes a tough hit though.
It looks like it's short.
Oh, I think he's
Where
got
he
it.
marked his foot.
I think he's got it.
They're going to have to measure.
I think so. Come on in. Here's a measurement.
It's going to be close. It's hard to tell when the marker's on the other side of the field, but it's going to be close.
I think he's got it by.
Where he initially put his foot,
yeah.
He moved it about a foot ahead.
Yeah.
Where he initially put his foot, it would have been short. I think they might have it.
I think he's got it by half a football length.
Yeah, but when he first put his foot down,
Oh yeah.
it would have been short. But then the other guy, I guess.
Here we go. Keep it open. Don't block us.
No,
Guys.
I think it's short. Yeah, it's short.
4th and inches.
Can't get much closer than that.
Well, he got hit pretty hard on that too.
Well, yeah, he was met by 3 people.
He's a tough kid.
He certainly took a beating last week.
Yeah.
They even had to bring him to the sideline and check him for a concussion. So
Clock's running.
Oh, false
Concord moved.
start.
Concord moved. Left end moved. Left
He
tackle
did. He's
moved.
upset about it, too. Number 70.
Yeah, well.
So that's Concord's
I guess
first penalty.
Turns it into a pass play, obviously.
Well, it's going to be 6 yards
Wind
now.
that clock.
It was 5 yards. It's a 5-yard penalty. It was really 4th and an inch, so.
Yeah.
Different play, though. They would have run it now, I think, either or. Sometimes it gives you more room, though, because,
Well,
I mean, it opens the playbook up a little more. And they
Pooched
pooched
it.
it. And it's going to roll down to the 5. Inside, stop it. Oh, my God, it's right on the goal line. Oh, my God, what a kick,
Boy.
huh? Wow.
Caught them sleeping.
That took everybody off guard, and that's down at the 1 yard line. That's an incredible kick.
Well, it wasn't a full blown kick, but
No,
he kicked
it was
it just
perfect.
enough. Just enough.
It was perfect. It's like bocce ball.
Oh. What's going on here?
29.
Got a penalty here or what?
I
What's
hope
going
not.
on?
Concord has a personal foul.
No. Oh, is it? Yeah, okay.
That's not good. The ball was on the 1 yard line. That would negate that.
Now it's out to the 16. Well, another penalty for Concord. That's their second. Their
That's
third.
not good.
Second or
Second.
third? Well, as we were talking last week, we had 35 penalties. I'm not sure we're going to get there tonight. We certainly hope we don't get there. Made a very disjointed game.
Quarterback chucking it deep again. This time he's got it, and he's gone. No, he's cutting it back. Vandersee's trying, but he's gone. The play they tried the last time, and they hooked up this time.
So, instead
Number
of going
8, Garrett Murray.
So instead of going 99 and a half yards, because Concord had a penalty, it only went 84 and a half yards. Looks like they're setting up for a kick here. No. Yes. Looks like they're setting up for a kick.
85-yard pass to number 8.
16.1 seconds left.
Kick is no
Wow.
good, and that's probably why they went for 2. He slipped.
Oh, it was actually, I don't think it was even going to be high enough because it was batted down
No,
by.
he slipped.
Yeah, batted down by somebody behind the
Just
line.
as he kicked it, his foot slipped.
Yeah. Well,
14-0.
last night's game was canceled. Obviously we had some pretty serious rain, and coming in, you could still see some puddles, and you still see the field is wet. Oh, after the first quarter, it's
There's
14
a penalty
to nothing.
that was.
We're back for the second quarter. It looks like it's second and 18 at the 20. At the 30 for Concord. And Concord tries a flanker screen. Doesn't get much. It's about 3 or 4. Third and 16. Well, Concord's got to get out to the 46 to get a first down here.
Low snap. They've been having problems there, and I'm wondering if there's a new snapper. Deep pass. Oh, intended for, what we got over there? Number 1.
Oh, Pewazowicz.
Yeah.
And Concord will be punting here, sending out some of it.
4th and 16, so they will punt.
Concord in a traditional punt formation here. Oh, there it is. Take
another
the safety.
Bad snap.
Take the
Jeez,
safety.
get out of the end zone. Wow. And another running kick. This time it's going to be fielded. No.
Touched. It was touched.
Did he touch it? Are you sure?
I think it might have touched it. The ref was right
if he
there.
did, they would have seen it. They would have picked it up and run with it.
Well, came close. He pulled his hand back.
That would have been a live ball if he touched it. So.
Well,
and he would have known that too. He
talking to a player under fire.
Zach Miles has saved the day twice on those plays.
He's a player under fire in a tough situation, and I've seen some that might have just ran it through the back of the end zone for 2 points, but yet he turned it, ran it up, and then realized he could still kick it.
So, who was the kid that was hurt? It was down with the knee. I'm wondering if he was the center and he got replaced.
57, I think, was his name. That may well be it. I think it was 57 that went down.
It was Buckles, yeah.
Buckles, sophomore.
But
Is
they
he on
just
the
put
sideline?
offensive
You see him on
line.
the sideline?
No, he's out there, so it's not him. He's on the line. And another big first down for Merrimack.
Up. Player
And
down.
another man down.
Looks like 51.
Yep.
Move the
Kevin McDonough, sophomore.
So a tough day on injuries for Concord. He's coming off. McDonough on his own power. Now Concord needs a stop here. Prevent this game from getting out of hand.
Yeah, their offense hasn't been able to generate anything other than one big run.
Quarterback
And
keeper goes nowhere.
good stop by the Tide. James Dowling is the quarterback. Dowling to pass. Deep. Out of bounds. And he didn't catch it anyway.
Quarterback's got to go down.
Intended for Devin Wood.
Quarterback's got to go down. This would be third and 11.
Tell you what, this is the best away roster. So much easier to read than any other one we've ever had.
Yeah.
Plus the names are easy, like Wood and Dutton, and Dyer.
Not an inner city roster, huh?
Well, there's a few that are.
So third and 10 here. Concord needs to stop, take the ball away.
Quarterback keeper. Throwing. Intercepted!
Good. Well, Concord gets the stops.
Adrian Kennedy caught the ball. Adrian Kennedy with the
and he was
interception. I thought it was him, but I wasn't sure.
Well, and he's the one with the cast on his
Yeah, he has a
wrist.
cast.
And he's I think he was one tackler from making it a pick 6.
Wow. Adrian Kennedy. Nice play. Well, maybe this is the spark that the Crimson Tide needed.
Well, we'll see. We'll see. I mean, Concord's been. We'll see what they're calling. Trips wide on this side.
And the handoff. And a short gain of about 2. I think that was 28. Yep. That was Gimaranzi.
Looking down there, it doesn't look like the wind has been much of a factor in this game. Flags are pretty quiet.
Yeah, I don't see. I mean, in the beginning, it was kind of blowing in here.
Yeah.
But I haven't felt it.
Yeah, well, they shut the door at one end to stop the breezeway. And
I don't even see any flags on the
It
flagpole.
looks like 2nd and 8 here at the 40. They got to get out to the 48, 49.
And the handoff. Cutting it upfield. I think that's Vandersea.
Yeah, not getting very far. Looks like it'll be 3rd and 7.
Well,
I mean,
time to reach into that, deep into that play calling book there and find something that.
Well, number 8, Gladdy, is sorely missed out there. You know, he could plunge into the line and even after getting hit. I don't see him. Is he down there? I don't know if he's dressed.
Well, and I mean, even though Adrian Kennedy caught that interception, he hasn't been out there on the offense. So another bad snap. And was it picked? No. Incomplete.
Well,
that was another close
again
one.
Here we go. Well, is this another of the infamous pooch kicks here? Merrimack has nobody back.
I expect a kick. Yep. High kick. And it settles quickly. Down to the 31-yard line.
So 7:36 left in the first half. This second quarter going a lot quicker than the first quarter. Because we had a couple of injury timeouts in that first quarter as well, too. What, 3 or 4? 3 at least.
Couple, yeah. Had 6 penalties. Had and they've been throwing the ball. There's not been a lot of running. You know, there's not. And there's a run, and there's another one gone. Number 5, Zach Twardowski. Touchdown. What's that? 71 yards. 69 yards, sorry.
69 yards.
Wait, what am I?
Yeah, 69. He was at the 31.
Yeah, 69 yards.
And he wasn't touched. He had a big hole, and nobody in the secondary could get over to him.
Well, if anybody in the back, it was.
Well. So Merrimack showing the Tomahawk, showing Concord why they're 5-1 and a probably playoff bound. They beat Central last week. There we go. Quarterback up the middle, or number 12 up the middle. So that makes it
22.
22-0 with not even halfway through the second quarter.
We've got almost a full sheet written down here already. We still got more than half of the second quarter to go.
Well, I'm not sure Concord can wait till halftime to make some of those adjustments that are made at halftime. They certainly should know what to expect on the kickoff here. They've received, this is what, their 4th kickoff they've received. Concord covers it.
Yeah, he didn't even try to run.
Well, that's what, number 2?
So they mark it at the 31. I mean,
36.
36, yeah.
So this would be our final home game for Concord High. They had 4 home games. We were here August 31st. And they're 4-2 and tough road ahead with 3 potential playoff teams on the schedule, including Merrimack.
Keeper and hit immediately. Didn't even get back to the line, I don't think. He lost a yard. If he did, it was close.
Got a yard, I guess. Not much.
Yeah, they put him right back at the line.
Well, through 6 games, 5-1, Merrimack Tomahawks have allowed 42 points. So they've allowed about a touchdown a game. So, I mean, that's certainly a testament to their defense. Let's see what Concord can do here.
You got to open it up. Another short pass. Going nowhere. Lost yards. Would have been better off if he dropped it.
Screen pass. Surprised they didn't get a call for linemen downfield. They had 3 linemen halfway up of 3 or 4 yards.
Let's not add insult to injury, Charlie.
I know.
At least the clock's still running.
Yeah. So we're just about coming up on the 6-minute mark, halfway through the second quarter.
Pass. Deep. Receptions made.
It's the first down. Pawarzik.
It's Pawarzik. Pawarzik. Gauge P.
Well, I mean, Steve Potozak is right next to the field announcer, so certainly Steve would know.
Yeah, but I remember when Andy Potozak was playing hockey, and I think Steve brought to our attention that we were saying his name wrong.
Yeah, took us a while.
It was a long time ago.
Yeah, about 10 years ago.
Oh, another low snap. And he's running for his life. Oh, and he was outside the pocket, but wow, he took a hit. That kid's not small either. Look at the size of him.
Well, they got speed on that defense. There's no doubt about that. I mean, Miles has not been able to get outside.
Well, and the snaps have been high or low.
Oh, yeah.
I don't even know if he knows where it's going to come. Like I said, I don't know if the original snapper is hurt or what. But
well, it's not raining, and I guess you can't.
The weather's nice.
I know you could ask the ref to dry the ball off, but I don't know. It's just. So we've got 2nd and 10.
To pass, receptions made.
First down.
Number 6.
So Concord's found a play that works.
Abdul Rahman.
Great. 6'1" junior at 180. So next week, Concord will be down and I guess they play at Gill Stadium in Manchester. And then the following week they'll be down at, I think they play at Holman Stadium. Maybe they play over at.
Wow, guy. And picked. Number 7, what a catch. Devin Wood grabbed it and kept foot in bounds and just tippy-toed in there and crazy. That was as good an interception as you'll ever see.
Yeah, he certainly knew where the line was, and he certainly we're right at the 20. Certainly knew where the line was, and so we're down to 4:28 left in the half.
Oh, bad snap for him. Did they get the ball?
Concord got the ball.
I think they might have recovered. I think Merrimack got it back.
We'll see. Well, they lost about 10, though, I think. 9 or 10. Yeah. Apparently one of their linemen got back and covered it up.
Yeah, that was a running back. It was somebody was right there. I saw him.
Yeah. It'll be second and, 22, 23.
It's a pass. Reception's made. And tackled after
he gets about
short gain.
He gets about 7.
Not back to the original line yet.
Yeah, it was 22, so he got about 8 or 10. Get our roof support here, folks, out of the way.
And a player down for Merrimack. Looks like he might have a cramp.
Yeah, all right, we have another injury here. So those of you that see this, that is a roof support. We have some. What do we have? We button up the press box here and lock the windows. And what you see here, folks, is a metal rod that's got a long and storied history, with more twists than Edgar Allan Poe tale, and that's what gets in the way of the camera here. So it's for greater minds than I and us to figure out how to do something with those. Now what do we got here? 3rd and
12.
3rd and 12. Big play for Concord here.
Yeah, they've got to have this.
They got 4 ends wide.
And the handoff right up the middle. And down he goes.
So looks like Merrimack will be punting. Concord should be getting the ball back around midfield.
That's a long 4th and 9. You would have hoped that they would kick it.
And number 4 is
They're already
back.
up 22-0. So. Flags before the.
Too many men on the field. He didn't get off in time. They snapped the ball.
Who would have had too many?
Concord, they had a player running off right here to the sideline, and the ref right there with it.
Right.
So it'll be 5. They'll move it 5.
Yeah. Well, they'll still have to kick it.
Well,
but it's an easier kick. Well, they don't have to, I guess, but.
It'll be 4th and 4. Concord made a last-minute substitution. That's why you see him racing to get off the field. And now let's hope they don't try an offside here and get the first down.
Nice snap. High kick. Really high. Get out of the way. Don't let it hit anybody. Oh, fielded. Kind of a mistake there.
Well, sure-fisted number 4.
Yeah. You just worry about him piling on and getting hurt, you know?
Well, he could the element of surprise. He could grab it and be gone too. So,
not with that many guys around him.
well, did you see what was it, a college game or a pro game? College game, where the player just caught the ball, didn't put his hand up. They just thought it was a fair catch. The whistle didn't blow. He just stood there as the other team started to walk off, and he ran for a touchdown untouched. Did you see that play?
No.
That was on. You wake up at 2 in the morning, they show you the top 10 plays of.
I don't have any decent cable, no ESPN or none of that. So,
Yeah,
in the grass, and down he
He
goes.
slipped on the grass there too, trying to cut back. It's a wet field. So, speaking of number 4.
Timeout, Merrimack.
Speaking of number 4, well, we got 2 minutes left. Speaking of number 4, Peter, I saw in today's paper that Bobby Orr is coming to town.
He's here.
He's here. He's right down here below it. Bobby Orr is coming to town. He's going to be at Gibson's on November 7th. Apparently he has a book, which is why most people go to Gibson's. However, as you might expect, there'll be a big crowd. So you have to buy tickets to go. And I would say today is October 12th. If they're not sold out within the next day or so. But my favorite Bobby Orr story is he tells the story of, for all you hockey fans, of Sanderson and Eddie Westfall were great penalty killers. And they already had 2 shorthanded goals against the Rangers. And so Boston got called with another penalty. Yeah, we're running here. Boston got called with another penalty. And the Rangers wanted to waive the penalty and not take it because the Bruins were too good shorthanded. And the ref says, I'm sorry, this isn't football.
Right. Deep pass. Did he catch it? No.
Gave it a pretty game.
Well defended, too, but opportunity.
It was well thrown, but it was on the mark, but tough to catch it when you got somebody all over you.
Stops the clock on the incomplete pass at 2 minutes left in the first half.
But I remember back in I guess I was my late teens. Bobby Orr lived out in Nahant. We went to the local beef side. It was known as Bill and Bob's. It was on the road down along the beach, and we're standing in line buying our roast beef sandwiches, and turn around and who's standing there but Bobby Orr.
Huh.
And we were just a little aghast, and he was single at the time. He had some stone fox with him, which would probably befits a young hockey player.
Oh, keeper.
Haven't seen that in a while.
Right up the middle.
But he's certainly been a role model. They're taking
timeout.
They're taking their timeouts. They want the ball back.
Yeah, they're trying to preserve the clock.
But certainly Bobby Orr has been a wonderful role model for all the hockey players, all the athletes, and unfortunately Bobby Orr came along much before the knee surgeries and everything else was there. I mean, he
Cam Neely too. I mean, his knees.
Yeah, that's it. And Orr, when he left town, signed with Chicago, and really only played another year or two. He had an agent that the Bruins were prepared to give him a piece of ownership of the Bruins team in order to keep him. And his agent, Alan Eagleson, I think was his name, who later got thrown out of the Hall of Fame and had some very questionable dealings, never told Orr that was the offer. Oh, we got fourth and 4. They expect to kick.
Yeah, kicking it. Angled towards the sideline, rolling down the 22.
Yeah.
1:41 to play in the half.
So Merrimack, not that they haven't already put the game out of reach here at 22-0, but looking to maybe throw up a few more points. Concord looking to hold them.
21-yard line. Well, they've scored on some very quick plays, so don't blink.
Yeah. Well, it doesn't look like they're going to take 4 knees here, Peter.
No, they preserve the clock. They want to score. They want to go in at halftime with another score and Concord trying to stop them. Oh, that was a bad mistake. Concord almost intercepted that ball.
Blocked the ball.
He tried a shovel pass, and
he's going down, tried to throw it, and the Concord defender got in the way, knocked it down.
it was like a high shovel pass, and that would have been a nice interception because they would have put Concord
clock
right
stops.
in scoring
Now
range.
we're at what, 120, 134 left. Second down.
And he's going to pitch. No, he's keeping it. Oh, a fumble. And nobody able to get there.
Oh, a Concord
And
player.
they both collided, and he
took
it right in the back, right in the upper back. He's a little shaken up. Concord player also shaken up. That was a bad hit. Both guys just.
Yeah.
I think that's Concord's backup quarterback, huh? Number 12.
Yeah.
Trevor Smith. He took a shot.
3rd and 6 here.
He's walking it off with the coach on the sidelines. And a pitch. And number 5 again, down to the 46-yard line.
111 left. 111 left. I got to wait for the change to be set.
Quarterback on his horse, cuts it back, spinning
Tackle him.
down to the 20-yard line.
Concord having a tough time tackling there.
Dowling,
Another first down,
quarterback.
55.1 seconds left here. If Concord has any timeouts, might be a good time to call one.
No, that's Merrimack's last timeout.
Merrimack's going to take it. We'll take a timeout too.
55 seconds to play in the first half. 1st and 10, ball on the 20.
Concord
And Merrimack is out of timeouts.
Concord looking to stop them here. And certainly time for 4 passes.
And sacked.
Not a very, well, I suppose you can.
That was a coverage sack. I think he was looking to throw and nobody was open.
Down under 40 seconds left.
Clock running. 33 seconds. 30. Quarterback keeper up the middle. He's running to the sideline. He dropped the ball.
He fumbles.
Yeah, did they get a touchdown, though?
Somebody covered it.
Yeah, they covered it in the end zone. He fumbled it at the goal line and recovered in the end zone.
Isn't there a rule down there?
I thought it was that you couldn't fumble a forward progress, but
yeah, we'll see
I don't
what
know.
they do.
I guess you can.
Well, particularly when the last few
he fumbled it right at the goal line.
Well, he got hit pretty hard by 2 or 3 players there, but
wow.
But
well,
he still probably knew he had time. What do we got left?
That was a nice run by Dowling.
16 seconds left.
15.9, yeah, and they're gonna go for 2 because obviously their kicking game's not good. 20-yard run by Dowling.
Number 12 gets in.
And it's
in.
good.
So it goes to what, 30-0 here at just about halftime. Well, certainly Merrimack.
Well, don't hold your breath. It's time for a kick.
Oh, yeah.
Anything could happen.
So Merrimack was averaging, I think I said, I think they had about 175 points in 6 games. So that's what, just under 30 points. 630s would be 180, and they've allowed. So their average score has been 30-7. Although I think they've had 3 of their 5 wins have been shutouts, and I think their one loss was to Bedford.
I'd like to see
Well,
maybe McGonigal or somebody get this and
let's see what
run
they're
it
gonna
back.
do here.
I'd like to see some points. Picked up by Miles, and he trips.
Slippery
Yeah,
field, that's
ground.
the problem.
Yeah, it's been slippery. Oh, no, that's Vandersea.
Yeah. Well, and I think, Miles faking and shifting is certainly one of his strengths along with his speed. But on a wet field, you're kind of hamstrung with that.
Well, they've got that thing down there they clean their cleats out with, but
yeah. So looks like Concord's taking a knee here.
Yeah. Well, a couple of big runs and a big thrown touchdown, and 30-0 in favor of Merrimack at the half.
We'll be back. So we're back for the third quarter here after a marvelous Concord High band entertainment, and we also had them paying some tribute to their senior band members, much the same as the athletic teams always have a senior night. I believe they called out some of the names or had them step out. Obviously, the band is 100 plus. Last time I counted, and so they don't do hearts and flowers. Number 21 gets outside and out to about the 45, 48 yard line, 49 yard line. So at 30-0, I was told by one of the scorers, the timekeepers in the press box, if Winnicott makes it to 35 or one more score, 37, then there he is, cuts through and outside, brought down. So one more score and we go to running time, which means they will not stop the ball. They will not stop the clock. Kind of a mercy rule. So they started on the 49-yard line. They've already gotten the first down on their, I guess that was their second play. And number 26.
Ooh, big hit.
Yeah, block. Big hit on a block.
Sorry, I was.
That's all right, Peter.
Chatting, and I didn't realize the game. I looked up, and they were running down the field. I was like, I gotta go.
They started the second half without you, Peter. They don't wait for the high sign from us. And what I mentioned was Mr. Potozak told me that one more score, we go to running time, and they don't wait to the fourth quarter to start that.
Well, they look like they're trying to do just that as they get another first down.
Well, we had the longest first quarter in history, and we may have the shortest second half if it takes one more score.
Well, it looked like a defensive battle there for most of that
first quarter.
That quarter. And
yeah,
then
well, they only scored
right at the end. They scored. Well, they scored. Let's see, one. They scored in their third possession.
Ball is tipped.
And then they scored on their sixth possession.
Yeah, well.
Fifth possession. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So they're third and their fifth.
So anyway, Peter, we'll watch this series here. Then maybe we can talk about predictions for the playoffs in the World Series here. Huh? It's kind of like an abbreviated. There he goes.
To the sideline and close to another first down. Well, like I was telling you before, I think home field advantage is a big deal in the championship series. And they played 7 times already this year, and Houston won 4 out of 7. But
so they're pretty
well
matched.
We have home field advantage, so
pretty well matched.
Another run right up the middle, fighting and down inside the 10.
These runners are tough to bring down. I mean, if they have a statistic in pro football, or when they're how many yards you get after your first hit, and certainly Merrimack has gotten an awful lot of yards after they've been hit.
Handoff to the outside. Pushing down inside the 5 to around the 3.
See, he was stopped. He was trying to go off left tackle, and he ran into either a tackler or his own man, and then he just kind of bounced outside. And they're raced down the field.
You got to go where the hole is, right?
Race down the field in less than 2 minutes here.
It's good to have good peripheral vision as a running back. Quarterback keeper right up the middle, touchdown.
It takes them 2 minutes and 2 seconds to go. 51
3-yard run.
51 yards. They started on the 49.
Number 18, James Dowling. Called his own number and.
He handed off, faked around the left end sweep, and then cut across, a kind of a counter play. And let's see, what do we got here? I'm going to try a field goal, an extra point here. See what they'll do here.
Kick is up.
Looks good.
And good.
So
37-0.
With 9:58 left. 9:58 left in the third quarter. And I don't know how many people heading for the exits, but.
Well, it's a chilly night out there too. So.
Sure, I know. I was looking down at. We got the down coats and the pile coats, and we had people down here wrapped up in blankets. There's somebody down there in a blanket, a leopard or a zebra blanket, and then there they are down there. Oh, it's not the biggest crowd of the year, and they're certainly not going to stay around too long. So we'll be bringing you hockey in early December. Is that about 8 weeks? Oh, there's a first high kick. I think the Jamboree is probably the Concord hockey team will be going to the traditional Cape Cod trip the first weekend in December, and then they'll be doing the Jamboree. They'll do a game with Dover on a Friday night, and then the Jamboree on Saturday, and then they'll have a few home games. Concord will be playing Brady not before Christmas, but they'll be playing them at Everett Arena this year. Last year they played at Brady's home ice down at, the Ice Den down there in Hooksett.
Rolling, and down he goes. Okay. They've got some fast.
That's number 12. Is that who that is again?
Yeah, that's Jared Dyer.
Yeah, number 12. He's
fast off the line.
And he's, so it looks like it's second and 22, 22nd, third? What do we got here? Second and 22?
Defensive end over there.
And we got some fans over there for Merrimack, and looks like they brought some Spirit Squad as well. And they're all pretty bundled up over there too. You see them in quilts. And
tell you, if you, I know this is the last game of the year, but I was sitting on that bench for about 20 minutes, and that's cold. It's like sitting on an ice cube.
We got
somebody down.
Number 6 is down, and we'll take a break here. We're off. Guess I ought to plug it in. What am I down to? 21 minutes left here, huh? Plug this in. Well, they're putting ice on his ankle down there, Peter. Maybe that's not as bad as the knee. So timeout over. I think we went through the season off camera. Concord won against Nashua South, lost to out of town to Bedford and to Goffstown, and then won against Memorial, Bishop Girton, and Keene.
Bad snap. Receptions made.
Flanker screen goes no place.
Yeah.
So Concord's last 3 games, Concord actually at the start of tonight was in the playoff mode. However, they're losing to Merrimack, and they have Central next week and Nashua North in 2 weeks, and probably Goffstown will squeak past them because Goffstown has 3 fairly easy plays left.
Keeper. Spun out of bounds.
After
the
about 5.
48-yard line. Clock's running. Under 7 minutes.
So we'll be covering Concord High. We expect Concord to be a playoff, Concord High hockey to be a playoff team as usual. We've realized this will be our 15th year doing Concord hockey on Concord TV. And here he goes. He's off to the races.
And right around the 20-yard line.
Getting some cheers from the crowd over there, cutting through, and but I bet you we've seen more plays from Merrimack than any other team this year.
We got a penalty? What's going on here? Or we got a timeout? Timeout. Timeout, Crimson Tide.
Let me see some of the coaching here. The defensive coach out there giving him some tips and hints. And Merrimack is over there ready to roll. Have to wait for the ref to give him the whistle.
Well, that's Nathaniel Healy. He's a junior.
.6:12 left in the game. Clock starts running.
And the pitch. Stayed on his feet, but knocks
the tackler down, but then loses his feet as
Kevin McDonough, yeah.
Loses as he tries to dig in. Like 2nd and 8.
Handoff, running right. And inside the 10. Approaching 5 minutes. 37-7. Name the song. You know who this is? Running in, no, oh, he reversed direction, got away. Down to the 5, maybe to the 4.
Got spun around, but he didn't get taken down.
So this is Fallout Boy. Light him up.
Like a pinball, bouncing around. Pinball in a pinball machine. First and goal, second and goal at the, looks like the 4th.
Reception's made and down he goes.
Short
Third
tackle.
down.
Short tackle by the Concord player. And we're down to about 4 minutes left here. It'll be what, third and about 7? Is that where they're at?
Oh, missed him.
Look-in pass across the middle and overthrown. Player can't get there. It'll be 4th. Looks like it'll be 4th and 7 here. Concord looking to get the ball back, stop the score. We're down at about 3:20 left in the game. Clock running. Running time here at 37-7.
Pass again. Knocked away.
Not intercepted, but
that was
good defense on Concord. Stepped in.
Connor Harrington.
Reminiscent of Butler stepping in the Seattle Super Bowl win at the last minute, stepping in at the line. So clock is running with 2:45 left. Concord getting some players in there that probably don't see an awful lot.
Yeah, that football game tomorrow should be interesting.
Yeah, 8 o'clock game. I
saw up against an undefeated Chiefs team with Mahomes there. He's been pretty good, but we'll see.
Yeah, the Pats. I see the good news is Tuesday's game in Houston is on at 5 o'clock. Not a late game.
Huh. Oh, bad snap again into the end zone and
safety.
Safety. Like we've seen everything else. Might as well see a safety. Bad snaps all night tonight. It's been high, low.
Yeah, time for some practice. I don't think it's wet enough out there that could be the cause of it. Certainly, but anyway, so better that you take the safety than let them recover the touchdown. So Concord will kick off from
free kick.
They stopped the clock on that one, huh? Concord will be kicking from the 20-yard line. And probably they ought to be kicking off the tee.
Well, I didn't turn the heat on before I left, but I think when I get home it's going on.
I think it's I took Wednesday off, Peter, at 80. I saw 87 degrees. I was down on the seacoast driving around with my wife on Wednesday afternoon, eating a little seafood. I saw 87 degrees on the thermometer, and I figured that's it for this year. And then we had torrential rain on Thursday, and then today is
supposed to get down to 39 tonight.
Yeah, so frost pretty quick if we haven't got it already.
39, 34 tomorrow. Pretty much, yeah, 29 overnight on Thursday, Charlie. So cold temps are coming.
There he is, taking a knee.
Got highs in the 40s coming up. So.
Well, he was almost tackled, then he broke free, and then I think somebody just said take a knee, so he took a knee instead of in the interest of sportsmanship, and I think we'll see Nashua take a few knees. So what do we got here? 39-7, 1:21 left with running time. I guess we got what, 1 or 2 knees?
2 knees. I think you can get away with 2 knees.
So we want to thank you for watching and thank you for being loyal sports fans watching the Concord Sports, and we'll be bringing you hockey in the winter. We'll see if we can get some other people to get some other type of things.
No knee, huh? He's going to run it.
Yeah. And that ought to be it, right, Peter?
50 seconds and counting, I think.
Yeah.
You probably got to take one more play.
One more snap. Well, these players don't get into play much, so I mean, for them to take a knee per se is. Put me in, coach. Put me in. Even though we're ahead by 32 points, I still want to. Last play.
Tomorrow will be a good day to make some chili.
Yeah.
Or maybe Sunday make some chili.
And that's it. We'll have the good sportsmanship handshake, and there's our final score. And Concord will go to 4-2. And Concord loses 39-7. I want to thank you for watching. Charlie Russell for Concord TV.
Peter Burgess.
And we'll see you in hockey season. Thanks a lot.